Amanda,
Yeah,
please mute yourself, hon. Everybody
totally
else.
Okay.
unlike normal.
It's one of those days.
It's been one of those weeks. All right, YouTubers, let the games begin.
Welcome, everyone, into the News 404. The show we don't just watch, we're asking you to join in. We're talking about hot stories, trending topics, viral videos, and the next generation of a letter to the editor. So let's go ahead and get started. And starting off this morning with a look at what's trending online. Locally, the most read story on mynews4.com is patient quarantine for possible Ebola in Sacramento. This story from yesterday, California Department of Public Health says there's no confirmed cases of Ebola in the state, but it comes after health officials say that a low-risk patient is being tested and treated for the deadly virus in Sacramento. The unidentified patient is in isolation. On CNN.com, the most read story this morning is American Ebola patient released from hospital, sources say. According to CNN, Dr. Kent Brantley called it a miraculous day. Brantley and Nancy Retball were the American patients who were treated for the Ebola virus and have been discharged from Emory University in Atlanta. They both contracted the deadly virus and are the first known Ebola patients to recover in the U.S. On FoxNews.com, the most read story this morning is Missouri cop was badly beaten before shooting. Michael Brown says sources. Well, according to Fox News, Darren Wilson suffered severe facial injuries, including an eye socket fracture. Wilson is a 6-year veteran of the Ferguson Police Force and has no prior disciplinary infringements. Trending on Twitter this morning is James Foley. U.S. Attorney General Eric Holder says that the Justice Department is conducting an open criminal investigation into the death of American journalist Jim Foley. Foley was beheaded in a video released on Tuesday by the Islamic militant group ISIS. Now on to our viewer voice segment, where we ask you, the viewer, to chat with us about some of the trending topics of the day. You can find these topics on our Facebook page at about 9 o'clock in the morning. Today, a little bit later. My apologies. And if you'd like to, we have to have you live on air with us. All you have to do is have a Google Plus account, circle me, Melissa Carlson, and let me know that you're interested. All right, our first topic for today, there could be a ban on alcohol in one part of the Croatan National Forest after officials say that drinking has simply gotten out of hand. So the U.S. Forest Service is considering banning alcohol at Fisher Landing Recreational Area. It's a part of the park. Forest Service says visitors have complained to them about behavior that has led to arrests and serious acts of violence. District Ranger Jim Gum says it's gotten to the point where families don't feel safe bringing their kids there.
People that bring massive amounts of alcohol with them and build very large bonfires, play very loud music, get to the point where other people are not comfortable. You know, there have been acts of violence, property damage, intimidation of visitors. You know, unfortunately, all the bad things that come with the overconsumption of alcohol we've been seeing out there.
The Forest Service is taking public comment via email, mail, and fax to get people's opinions on this. And if approved, the ban would last for up to 5 years. So we're asking our Google Plus group, what do you think? Should national parks be for non-drinkers, or at least those who don't drink on park grounds? I want to start off first with Deanna in Reno. Deanna, your thoughts on this one. Should this be a drink-free spot?
I think that's a little bit ridiculous. I think that it's a national park. It should be kind of open to everyone. I can see the thing about the loud music is like, I mean, maybe perhaps turn that down. But past that is like, I mean, if people want to go to national park and have fun, they should be able to.
Yeah, Glenn, it's one of those last places that, you know, for those who cannot afford the big trip, they can't go overseas, they can't go, you know, wherever. A lot of families still go to national parks and camp out for the week, etc. Maybe with their kids, maybe with some booze, whatever. Should we look at potentially making this a drink-free zone?
You know, what I want to bet this is just because of a few bad eggs, and if they crack down on those few bad people, everybody else could have a good time and even bring a couple of beers. Usually you find a few bad eggs and everything is solved after that. Deal with them.
Yeah, Kempton, what do you think? You think so? Just a few of them? Maybe put more enforcement into these parks instead of just sweepingly saying no booze whatsoever?
Yeah, a lot more enforcement may be one way, and 5 years, no beer, no alcohol, maybe too much. I would be okay with just 1 year. The thing is, the family with kids. I think now the park has a reputation that a lot of drunks, people get drunk there, and they kind of avoid it, right? Right. And it's very sad that families can enjoy the park.
Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and move on to our next topic. A mother of an Alabama sixth grader says that her son's teacher went way too far when she allegedly instructed students to reenact the Ferguson, Missouri shooting. Bethany Davis has the details from Dallas County, Alabama.
This was not nowhere near right. It was uncalled for.
It started out as an innocent current events lesson. Sixth graders at Brantley Elementary discussing recent happenings in Ferguson, Missouri.
I understand talking about current history, but not reenacting it, I don't.
Jessica Bond's son was part of the lesson she says went too far.
She had them get on the internet and look up everything about it. They proceeded to reenact this shooting in class. Paper guns, the paper bullets, they actually shot them out of this made gun. The child falls on the ground like he's dead. You've got a white child playing the white cop and a black student playing the black male that got shot. What are we teaching our children?
The Dallas County School Superintendent has decided not to go on camera about this situation, at least until he finishes his own investigation. In order to avoid any type of awkwardness at school, he tells me for today, the teacher was put on administrative leave with pay.
If that's what it takes for them to understand that parents are not going to tolerate this in school, then that's what it takes.
Bond did meet with the superintendent and the principal.
They were mad because I had went to social media about it, but as a parent, I think other parents need to know.
Superintendent Don Willingham tells me he just wants parents to know they can and should come to him first with their concerns. Bond says her Facebook post was more about making other parents aware.
That's what's wrong with the society right now, is parents are not aware of what's going on in schools. They're not aware of what their children are being exposed to. And me as a parent, I want to know. I'm thinking that she's teaching him the right thing. And he comes home and he tells me this, and I was speechless. I don't know what to say.
Willingham expects his investigation to be complete and a decision on how to move forward by Thursday.
And that was Bethany Davis reporting, asking our Google Plus group, what do you think about? First, let's start about the topic of having this discussion in class and reenactment. Steve, do you think it helps kids understand the situation better if you reenact it, or is it too soon? Your thoughts on this?
I'm trying to figure out what the teacher's trying to get across, what her point is. I think it's wrong. And, reenacting anything like that where somebody's shooting somebody, I'm sorry, you don't teach that to kids. I think the teacher should be fired.
And Glenn, we don't know, because they're saying it's still an ongoing investigation, what the motive was for this teacher to do this. Her explanation, that's part that's not out in here yet because it's not out to the public. But from what you can tell in this story, and of course this is just the mother's point of view at this point because she hasn't spoken to the teacher either, what do you think about this? Good idea, bad idea?
Reading, writing, arithmetic, math, science, how to get a job, apply for a job, that's what you learn in school. So a discussion like this should be left at home with the parents if the kids are wondering about it.
Deanna, there's a second part to all of this. That's the part that this mom went to social media and put it out there, and the school came back and was upset. Don't put it out there on social media. Are those days gone? Should schools just know from here on out that whatever happens in your school is not going to stay in your school? It is now public on social media. Your thoughts?
Oh, absolutely. It's like social media is a tool. I think it was used very well in this case. I do believe that had she not gone to social media in the first place, that she would not have had as quick and enthusiastic of a response as she did.
Kempton, do you not agree that this is as much as, like it or not, she went to social media and got everything in the works super quick, and the school is saying, you know what, you should have just dealt with us. Do you understand what the school is saying in this regards? You don't have to put it out there like that. We could have taken care of it just between us.
Yeah, sometimes I understand the school point of de-escalating thing, but in this case, I agree with the parent, the mom here. It's a discussion. Talk amongst the parents and get this out and talk about it. Is it justified?
All right. Thanks, you guys. I really appreciate it. We'd love to hear what you have to say. Of course, you can always go ahead and post your comments on our Facebook and our Google Plus page. Coming up next, the weekend is almost here, and if you and your friends are looking for something to do, hey, we've got some great ideas. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Good job, guys.
That one was kind of interesting to talk about.
Yeah, fun
Wasn't that
topic.
one interesting? Are
That's
you
what no, it's like
dying?
That was super interesting.
I'm just curious what the teacher was thinking. It's like, I mean, I'm all for
Yeah.
creative things, you know, in teaching and whatnot. I think that's cool, but what possible point was behind this? I don't get it.
I'm interested in finding out. I'm interested in hearing her part of it. Hey, real quickly, Amanda, is there any way you could ask everyone behind you to be a little bit quiet because you are super loud?
Oh, am I?
Yeah,
Let me
it's
ask
super
them.
loud
I
there.
sent a note out, but let me ask them. Hold on a second.
Sorry.
That's okay. Hey, Amanda. Yeah. Can you ask everybody to keep it down a little bit just for the next like 5-10 minutes?
Talk politics. And
Thank
people
you. I sent a note out. But
Cool.
sorry.
Sorry, honey. No, it's just your mic is
No.
super good and it's picking up everything. And if I can have everybody else mute yourself for this block, just to make sure it's no one else's background noise.
I'm sure it's mine. It gets loud in here. I put the banner up so people can't see.
Beautiful. I love that background.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Let me tilt this up a little bit because I can't see too much. There we go. Thank you, everybody. It's so weird, Glenn. You're muted, but it doesn't show me that you're muted.
That's because I have a mic on a button on my console. There's a radio console in front of me here.
Gotcha.
Or in other words, everybody can see it. There you go.
There you go. Ooh, doesn't it look nice? Don't you want to pop into Glenn's office and touch all those buttons for the day? I just want to go in and go like this. Okay,
See, now you know how I feel when I come into production.
Melissa is now banned from my studio.
And welcome back. If you and your family are interested in checking out the Nevada Museum of Art but aren't too sure what they have to offer, you are in luck because, first of all, there is tons over there. Joining us now is Amanda Horn, the Director of Communications with the Nevada Museum of Art, here to tell us about a few programs and exhibits they are offering. Good morning, Amanda.
Good morning, Melissa. How are you?
Good, good. I love that shot behind you. It's some beautiful stuff. You got right up to your right, to your left. Well, it depends on which side I'm looking at. It's too confusing with the computer. All right, so the Nevada Museum of Art seems to have a lot of, different types of educational programs. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so when we organize an exhibition, really one of our primary concerns is actually what kind of educational programming we can offer. And, we like to mix it up. We don't have lectures here. We have talks because we think lectures are boring, but that's definitely, our talks are one way you can engage. And tomorrow we have a very special kind of talk that we like to call an art bite. And those are a couple of times a month on Fridays at noon. And tomorrow, that is the 22nd, we have one that ties in with the current exhibition on Australian Aboriginal art we have called Paraku. So this will be a really interesting talk from our Center for Art and Environment Director, Bill Fox, and that is at noon. This is a really informal way for you to engage with art. You can come, you can grab a lunch from Chez Louis, and then hang out for 45 minutes and learn about Australian art.
I love that because a lot of people say they're intimidated to go to museums because they don't get art. Go to one of these talks and get a different view. Have someone point out what are some of the things to look for. I love that. You've also got a lot of musical events going on there as well.
Yes, we do. So for music lovers, on Sunday, August 24th at 3 p.m., we have a special Spanish and Latin American music concert with the pianist from Spain. His name is Julio Alexis Munoz. And then we also have a Nevada native vocalist, a tenor named Gennaro Mendez. That's a really special concert, so that'll be nice. It's on Sunday, August 24th at 3 p.m. And then, of course, you can come for Sunday music brunch, tour the exhibits, and then wrap up with that relaxing concert in the afternoon.
Yeah, tell us a little bit more about the brunch.
Yes, so Sunday Music Brunch is really fun, and we're now happy that with Chez Louis as a partner, we can offer them every Sunday. So from 10 to 2, you can come in, you can have a bottomless mimosa or a Bloody Mary, and listen to some music. This Sunday will be music from the Sox, which is a local band that is an instrumental duo, but it's always a good time, and if you haven't been to Chez Louis, you really got to come check it out. And remember, members do get 10% off at the restaurant, even at Sunday Music Brunch.
Love it. And if people would like more information, especially how to get a membership, how can they do that?
They can visit our website. That's nevadaart.org. You can also come in and they will sell you a membership right at the front desk. You know, it's actually very inexpensive. It's only $45 for one person for the entire year and $65 for a family. So if you thought that the art museum was out of your price range, you need to rethink that.
Rethink it. Amanda Horn, thank you so much for being with us. A lot of great events going on right down there at the museum. Thank you. And taking a look now, a quick look at our forecast. Hi, Tim.
Good morning to you. We have mainly sunny skies out there. The bigger story is going to be the winds that pick up later today and even more for tomorrow on the 7-day forecast in a minute. We'll see how long they'll be around.
Nicely done.
Thank you.
I love that brunch, to go to the brunch and have some music.
Yeah.
Love it.
You gotta come in, Melissa.
I know. I've got to bring the kids in. Well, we still have the nice weather, too.
Yeah.
Are they doing the brunches up on the roof?
No, the first Thursday is still up on the roof, but the brunches are in the cafe, but they do have a patio, so you can sit outside.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Thank you, Hun, for coming in. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Bye, guys.
Bye. Have a good one.
You too.
All right, we have got Lydia.
I did not print my script.
I'm good. How are you?
So
We'll have to read off prompter.
I'll have to read off prompter, and if it doesn't come up, I'm going to bring it up over on this computer.
See, it's like I've been training myself for next week. Today I woke up early. Yes, I did. I woke up at 9:30. See?
You did?
Yeah, I'm building myself up.
Are we supposed to be proud of you?
I woke up at 9.
No, normally I get up at 10. So a half hour earlier than usual is that's a sign of progress there. You weird morning person, you.
My alarm goes off at 2:30.
Yeah, I go to sleep at 4.
Yeah. Scary.
So you've got somebody from Reno who's listening to your show. Does he know that you're on this show?
I told him that I was, and told him to tune into this. But yeah, he found I've got affiliate stations, but we don't have an affiliate in Reno yet. We'll work on that. So he was tuning in over this Google Plus stream, and I said, well, tune into this. Watch this.
Cool.
And welcome back, everybody. We've got meteorologist Tim Studebaker joining us now with a look at our forecast for today.
And it's not a bad day if you don't mind a little bit of a breeze. You might feel that as you're out and about this afternoon, even more wind for tomorrow. But hey, sunny skies for most of us today. Maybe a couple of clouds, really not all that much to worry about. Yeah, for western Nevada and the Sierra, it's a pretty quiet day, despite the breezes. Hey, check out this sunset picture sent into our Facebook page. Darlene sent this into us. Thank you, Darlene. This is a gorgeous one right there in the tree, the beautiful sunset. That's on our Facebook page right now. If you want to go check it out, facebook.com/KRNB-News4, and let us know that you appreciate it. Like the picture. Like us while you're there, too. We'll keep you up to date on all the latest headlines and your weather forecast around northern Nevada and the Sierra. 77 degrees out there now, 5-mile-per-hour wind, so not too much wind quite yet in Reno. 24% humidity. We do have sunny skies in place, a little bit of cloud cover possible later today, but it really won't be all that widespread. 77 now in Carson City, 74 in South Lake Tahoe, 79 in Silver Springs, and 73 instead. So it is a quiet day for the most part as far as the radar and satellite are concerned. Just some isolated showers over in the eastern part of the state. Northeastern Nevada, the best chance to see showers and storms today as we go through the afternoon hours. And then as we go through the night, they'll dry up, they'll calm down, but this big low is making its way on in. It's not very strong, but what it will do is it'll introduce some winds into the picture. So breezy this afternoon. Tonight, the winds kind of hold up a little bit, about 10 to 15 during the overnight hours, and then tomorrow, even windier. So let's look at what that looks like for today, about 10 to 15, or I should say, yeah, 10 to 15 gusting to 30, 10 to 20 gusting to 30 in some areas. During the night tonight, 10 to 15 miles per hour. Then tomorrow, they will pick up again. So we are talking about 15 to 25, gusting to 40 miles per hour for your Friday. So a little bit of wind out there. 72 in Tahoe City today, 77 in South Lake Tahoe. West or southwest winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Mostly sunny skies. Just a few clouds popping up. 91 in Yerington, 89 for the high in Smith Valley today. Northeastern Nevada, the better chance for showers and storms with highs mainly in the 80s there. Back over toward western Nevada, upper 80s to lower 90s, and mostly sunny skies today. Breezy this afternoon. Like I said, 10 to 20, gusting to 30. As we make our way into the day tomorrow, even more wind. 88 for the high today in Reno Sparks and 81 in Galena. Here's that 7-day forecast. Breezy today, windy tomorrow, but good news, it'll calm down by the time we head into the weekend. Also, that same low pressure system bringing us the breezes and the winds, that's going to bring us cooler temperatures going into your weekend. So by Saturday, we're only in the low 80s for the highs across western Nevada, low 70s for South Lake Tahoe. The temperatures will start to recover from there, though, with plenty of sunshine. All right, let's take a look at my weather video of the day now. It was an Idaho woman had a close call with lightning this week, and it was all caught on tape. The woman's daughter recorded this video and says her mother is lucky to be alive after a bolt of lightning struck just 1 foot away from her. You can actually hear it on the video as well. It was Tuesday night when the storm system passed through Hayden, Idaho, bringing with it rain, hail, thunder, and of course lightning. The woman who shot the video says she and her mother both lost their hearing for about a minute. Scary stuff.
Gosh, that video, and it's deceiving. It looks like she gets right back up and starts to shoot again. Not the case. She probably ran inside and cried for a couple. I know I would. All right, coming up next, if you need a new iPhone 5S, you might want to head over to one major retailer to get the best deal. We'll tell you where. Coming up next. Crazy video.
I'm going to go ahead and take off.
All right then, Steve.
See you guys later.
Hi, Steve. Thanks for coming in, buddy.
I know I've been late for 2 days in a row here.
That's okay.
It's all good, man.
I still
No,
flew
that's
right
what
into the show.
Bye.
Bye, hon. Did I get it?
Oh, yeah.
What is it?
No, I was talking to Brian.
Oh.
I think he sent it.
Is it to everybody?
Yeah, right now. Yeah, he's working on some story here.
Uh-oh, breach at UPS.
Oh, that's less than good.
Another one or the same one?
This is the same one as what, from this morning?
Yesterday. There was one last night. Yesterday evening.
Oh, we're talking about the 51 stores across 24 states?
Yeah, there was one on Keystone that was affected in Nevada.
Yeah, I didn't put the Keystone. We didn't have the Keystone part in there, but gosh darn, my mic is being a little son of a gun.
And we've sent stuff from there, like important documents. Like I screenshotted to my brother.
No.
Yeah, like certificates of death and like important probate stuff. And I'm kind of freaked out.
Did you check your stuff yet? Have they given you any idea?
Well,
Yeah.
Welcome back. Now in your tech news, with iPhone 6 on the horizon, Walmart is dramatically cutting the price of the iPhone 5. Beginning today, you can buy the iPhone 5C for 97 cents and iPhone 5S for $79. With a 2-year contract, that sounds strange, but it's in the script. The phones have been selling for $99 and $199. The price cut is good for 90 days. Be aware and go get those phones. Well, if you want a UPS store to help you out, and if you had them help you out in the last 6 months, there's a chance you might have been hacked. The United Parcel Service said that it discovered a computer breach at 51 stores across 24 states. UPS says no fraud has yet been discovered, but customers' names, postal addresses, email addresses, and payment card information were compromised. The UPS said the bug was not found at any of its other businesses. The company is offering identity protection and credit monitoring services to customers who may have been affected, so check your statements just in case. Barnes & Noble and Samsung unveiled a new tablet on Wednesday. The Samsung Galaxy 4 Nook is a 7-inch Wi-Fi tablet loaded with Nook content along with a front and rear-facing camera. The new Nook sells for $179. The announcement comes months after the book retailer said it would no longer manufacture its own Nook tablet. Well, are pesky squirrels eating up all of your outdoor bird food? First of all, you're not alone. We've got one guy who has figured out how to combat it. Coming up next.
Yeah, basically. It's almost Friday.
Yes, it is almost Friday. So we will have to do lunch next week, Deanno. Okay. So let's do like a Wednesday or something. That way we can. What I like about it too is if we do it next week, it gives you a chance to look at the show, and when you get up, if you get to see the show, and just kind of give me your opinion about what you think about what things should go where.
All right, cool. Sounds good.
Just an idea.
Wait, when you go, what time are you guys gonna go at?
Right after the noon. Of course, you're invited, Tony.
So you're coming too, obviously.
Well, maybe. Well, I work until about 2:30, but maybe Melissa, she kind of has a lot of pull with the station. Maybe it could be like a work-related lunch, and she has to pull me out. I'm just because I'm so vital to the morning show.
Oh,
yeah,
see how that works?
Yeah. See, I think that's a good idea. See, obviously, Antonia has to be there.
This is what I like.
And Tim
Everybody always wants me to do the heavy pushing. Why is it always me who has to have to do the heavy pushing at the station?
Because you got the gun rack.
Well, you're really good at it.
I do have the gun rack. But here's the funny thing. Yesterday we have this meeting, and there's like, oh, let's chat about da-da-da-da. We go, and everybody's like, wah, and then we get into the meeting, everybody's like this. Silent. Not everybody, most everybody.
Look at it this way, meeting, Melissa, taking those two to lunch is a tax write-off, so.
Yeah, see? Up to 70%, isn't it? Tax write-off?
Yeah, I think so.
Yep. Ramen, sushi. Oh, Studi's like, I don't even know about food right now. I don't know about anything. You haven't had breakfast? Studi, you have to find some time to have breakfast.
I'm going right after this. I already did my captions for noon.
Wow. Where are you going?
Going to the kitchen.
I
was like, yeah, where is he going?
Samantha made
I don't have time to go somewhere because we have another show in a half hour.
Samantha said, I really want a bacon Western cheeseburger. And now all I can think of is a bacon Western cheeseburger.
15.
Thanks, Sam.
What is the Western?
No, it's a barbecue sauce, a hamburger, 2 pieces of bacon, and onion rings.
4, 3.
And welcome back. Well, squirrels, they can be pesky. Cute, but pesky, right? And one person decided, you know what, I've had enough of these squirrels taking over my bird feeder. I'm going to go ahead and take care of it. Check this out. YouTube user Robert Kampf and his wife Nancy love to have birds in their garden, so of course he set up a bird feeder, a beautiful one in fact. But a nearby squirrel quickly took advantage of the free meal and ate the bird food regularly, or at least tried to. Their solution? Apply Vaseline to the poles of the feeder. And as you already saw there, little guy simply cannot keep his grip and falls down. Do you know they do the exact same thing when there are protests in some big downtown cities?
Do they?
They do. Actually, it happens in San Francisco. They will Vaseline the lightning pole, the light poles.
Street lights, yeah.
So they can't get
Interesting.
up there. All right, you can find it on our Facebook page. Have a great day, everybody. Weird fact for the day. See you at noon.
Not the only pole they're moving up in San Francisco.
Yeah.
What did he just say?
Same thing. They do it in San Francisco for Halloween because people will go and climb up the light poles, and inevitably, if they've had some beverages, fall and hurt themselves, so they Vaseline the heck out of them.
When did they start doing that?
I don't know. They did it back when I was there, because I remember we did a story about the strange job of having to Vaseline the poles.
Were you there during the circle? You weren't there. You were.
I was there from 98 to 2002, or 2001.
Cool. That's awesome.
Well, actually, no, I was there for longer than that because I went to school there back in, I'm not going to say what year I went to school there, but it was much earlier than that. Because I'm only 21, 22,
Yeah.
Of course.
29.
Here's how you handle.
29's a good age.
I have a way of handling birthdays. Every time I have a bad year, I just call do-over.
Yes.
Do-over.
And it is
Awesome.
retroactive. So
I have been 29 for a few years now, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I am okay with that. That's all that needs to be said.
I'm saying, well, then I'm going back to 27.
Do it. God bless it. Those were. It's so funny, you know. When I was going from 29 to 30, I was like, oh. Now I'm like, what I would do to be 29 again? Who cares? What was I concerned about? You know?
Mm-hmm.
Lord.
Yeah. So 29 is about as far back as I would go. It's like I would not go back into like the early 20s. I was a monster.
Yeah. No, I don't want to go earlier than that. 29 was a good year.
Yeah.
I'd go back to being 27.
Yeah, 29 I think was just because I hooped it up so big before 30 that it made it a really good year. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
You guys, we have a quick meeting upstairs. I got to head up. Nice to see everybody. Thanks for coming in. And if you guys are around tomorrow, we'll see you then.
Sounds good. Hasta
Bye.
mañana.
Bye, guys.
Holla.